Hello everyone, I'm Angela Namkwaya from Up Health Products. I'm a beekeeping expert, a beekeeping consultant. I also do value addition on bee products. Now, today I'm going to talk about what's beekeeping. Uh, Beekeeping involves domesticating bee swarms, which later become bee colonies. We domesticate the bees for the purposes of one, them pollinating our crops, our crop plantations, and also uh, for the purpose of making them a source of income through harvesting honey and the different bee products we get from them. Also through pollination, these bees they serve a purpose of promoting biodiversity, whereby we get different new varieties from the crops which the bees are visited through pollination. And also there is an increase in use when pollination occurs. And lastly, of course, it's a form of promoting climate change.
Can you explain the steps that can make me have a beehive?
Steps that can make you have a beehive. Well, first of all is to have an interest in beekeeping, because whoever the beehive has an interest in doing beekeeping. And when you have that interest, you've got to go to the bee experts to make for your beehive, because there are many hives on the market, but are not all of standard quality in terms of the dimensions and also in terms of the wood quality. So for you to get a beehive, you definitely need to contact a bee expert or a qualified beekeeping company.
What is a beehive?
A beehive is I can call it a structure. Often it's wooden, in which we keep the bee colonies from. So this beehive, you prepare it as an interested beekeeper or a new beekeeper. You prepare it by applying in there swarm attractants, which we call technically swarm lure. So the bees will be attracted by that very swarm lure. They'll come, they'll nest in there, and after entering or housing that beehive or that structure you've prepared for them, they'll start carrying out their daily activities for their progress.
What is the role of a work bee in a
The
beehive?
role of the work bee, like its name, it does almost everything in the colony. It takes care of the young ones. It builds the nest, which we call the combs. It also takes care of the queen bee. It helps the young ones, like the bees, how they'll hatch. The eggs, from the day they are laid to the day they'll hatch, and also to prepare food, to make food, which is honey. They are the ones which will go to different communities to collect the bee forage. And the work bees are the very ones which do the pollination I've just talked about. So they literally do everything.
How many types of bees do we have in the beehive?
In a hive, we have 3 types of bees. We have the queen bee, who is the head, and she's a female bee. And then for her, she's responsible for laying eggs and also controlling her family, because all the nests, the entire colonies have family. She's in charge, she's the ultimate head. And then we have the males, the drone bees. For them, they are there to keep balance. We have the females, and we should also have the what? The males around. And also when time comes for the mating of a new queen, there will be part of the numbers of the drone bees or the male bees which will go for the purpose of mating that particular queen. Also, we have the work bees. They are also female, but their nature is to do everything, to carry on the daily progress and the daily, let's say, all the duties within the nest. How did I
start with beekeeping?
Well, it's my profession. I did apiculture. Apiculture is part of entomology, the cluster or department of insects. So that's what I did. I studied it, and after graduating, that was 2014, I started from there. So since 2014, I'm in the field doing this. I've been training since 2014 from different parts of the country: West Nile, Padel, Gulu, Hoima. I've also been to Torolo, to Karamoja, Kabong, Moroto, Mudat. I've been to Busia. I've been to Kamuli. I've been to Mayuge. I've been to Mbarara, to Bishenyi. So I've been doing beekeeping in different places: Mityana, Butambala, training about beekeeping, how one can start, what somebody interested in beekeeping is supposed to do or is required to do. And also, eventually, when I started rearing my own bees, I went into value addition. Value addition, adding value to the different bee products we get from the bees. And also, through value addition, I also extended market to the different people who were interested in the market for their bee products, the market they needed. Like I said, I was given this course on government sponsorship. So it was through career guidance, I must say. During my high school, senior 5, senior 6, the kind of career guidance we were offered to all we accessed indeed guided us into this. But of course, what inspired me to remain there, because it's one thing to join beekeeping or to get the course, and it's another to remain there. So what has inspired me to remain in beekeeping for over these 10 years is the love I got for the bees. I'm passionate about bees, and I advocate their conservation.
How many hives do you have currently?
Well, currently we are I'm in 30 hives near me.
How do you manage all of those ones?
They are in one apiary. It's in just here Matuga or Gayaza. So, being that it's my profession and with my experience, I easily manage.
Okay.
And together with, in addition to the 30, I also help other beekeepers with different challenges manage their own apiary.
Can you walk us through the typical day of your beekeeping?
The typical day of my beekeeping, I can talk of different beekeeping activities. Let's say I'm going for colony inspection. I wake up very early. I can even wake up at 5.
What is colony inspection? That's what you say.
Sorry?
First explain to us colony inspection, the one you say.
Colony inspection.
Yes.
Colony inspection, I've been talking about bee colonies. A group of bees in a hive, that's what we call a bee colony. So inspecting, this is a regular activity required by every beekeeper, because we don't just abandon the bees there, but we keep monitoring them, which we call inspection. It's very important for every beekeeper to regularly inspect his or her bees, her colonies, to know how they are doing, what challenges are going on, are coming up, and to prepare in time for the next activity. Assuming this is already made, if I inspect now, I'm required to know what activity I'll be carrying out next. Will it be honey harvesting? Will it be pest control? All those are part of our daily activities as beekeepers.
What equipment do you consider essential for beekeeping?
Firstly, it's a hive. There is no way you are going to keep bees without a hive. And then we have the protective attires, which we call the protective gear, the bee suit itself, the overall, and the net, and then the gloves to protect your hands. Of course, the net protects your face and the head, and then the gumboots down here. We also need to have buckets. If you are a beekeeper and a serious one at that, we've got to have standard equipment. And also bucket must be food grade honey bucket. Yeah. That's also in consideration with the characteristics of the honey. It's nature. You don't have to keep it in whatever container you come by. So also a smoker. A smoker is essential. It's an essential equipment for any beekeeper because it's what helps us tame these bees while you're there. Well, let's say you are there for 3 hours, 1 hour, you really need a smoker. This smoker, it replaced the traditional way of using open fire to deal with the bees. Why? By then they were practicing what we call honey hunting. They were after honey, they were not after conserving, sustaining the colonies. But currently we are in another era, another age of sustaining them, conserving them. So when we go there, we don't expect death. They may happen inevitably, but we minimize them as much as possible by using just calm smoke to interrupt and control them.